Yo, what's good, everybody? Undisputed champ, Josh Taylor, looks horrific, horrible. He looked it bad in his win against Jack Catterall. Uh, it was crazy. That fight was crazy, man, because the day before the fight, I watched Jack Catterall's last fight. And I'm like, this dude, he has a basic 1-2 with the right jab, left hand. Sometimes he'll go down to the body. Sometimes he'll have an uppercut. I'm like, no way that this is going to translate against Josh Taylor. You know what I'm saying? Because Josh Taylor, he, you know what I'm saying? He does that pull counter real good. You know what I'm saying? I never thought he had the best defense, but come on now, to get hit by that left hand over and over and over again, it was just embarrassing. From round one to like round 6 or 7, Josh, I gave Josh Taylor probably like one or two of those rounds. Like the second round was close, kind of debatable, but I think Taylor won the third round. But Catterall, he was dominating up to like round 6, like round 7 or 8. It was the same combination, the right jab with the left hand. Sometimes downstairs, sometimes upstairs. You know what I'm saying? And with uppercuts sometimes. I didn't even see a lot of uppercuts in this fight compared to last fight. And he had the basic little shoulder roll. Josh Taylor, he just coming in like a madman all fight, looking wild, missing, smothering his shots. Catterall, he was kind of slow, but he was controlling Josh Taylor, man. He looked it good. Like I didn't think that that would translate to this undisputed fight. You know what I'm saying? I thought Taylor had more in his bag than that. I can't lie. Taylor, he was trying to come in on him with the same combo, with the right hook, with the left straight, and he would just kept smothering it. He'll like he'll feint and catch Catterall with a body shot here and there, but it was a lot of rounds. Taylor, he ain't even land double digit punches, you know. And Catterall, all I can say, he was just landing the same thing on this dude, and he knocked him down with it in the 8th round. And the ref, he was a superstar in this fight too. He made sure everybody seen his ass. Taylor, he kept charging in on Catterall, and they kept getting tied up. And, Josh was getting his head pushed down, and the ref took a point for that. And then Taylor, touched Catterall in the stomach after the bell, and he took a point for that. So that was probably like a makeup call. But Josh Taylor, one thing I know about him, what I noticed is that he depends on that last punch in the clinch. He'll punch the shit out of your ass in the clinch, like how he knocked down Jose Ramirez, like coming out of the clinch. He'll catch your ass. He caught Catterall a couple times, but Catterall moved his head the rest of the times. But Josh Taylor, he showed lack of adjustments. I feel like, yeah, that is exposed, even though he won. Because I can't lie, 9 through 12, even though Taylor was doing the same thing, Catterall faded. Catterall faded, and I felt like Taylor was, he looked it better in 9 through 12. Even though neither of them was barely landing anything, Taylor was coming forward and Catterall, he was tired. He was trying to get the same combo off, but Taylor was smothering it while smothering his own punches. It was sloppy in 9 through 12, but I felt like Taylor got that. But I wouldn't have been mad if Catterall got the decision, but I just knew, in the UK in his backyard, I just knew that wasn't enough to win it. And Josh Taylor almost didn't get the home cooking because it was 113, 112 and his two scorecards that he won. But that was interesting though. Josh Taylor, that was a rough defense of that undisputed, you know. He said he might stay at 140. At the weigh-in, his ass, he looked like he damn near died trying to make 140. If he at 140 again next, he gonna pass out at that next weigh-in. But 147 moving up to fight Bud, I don't think that's gonna end well for Taylor, man. If you gonna sit up here and get hit by them left hands like that, and Bud, you know what I'm saying, with the left body shots, with the left uppercuts, he gonna be stepping back, countering Taylor all night. Taylor, he a big dude. He might be bigger than Bud. Bud might have to go on the back foot a little bit. And I could see Bud really like countering the shit out of Taylor like how he did Porter with them left hands. I'm pretty sure he has a better left hand than Catterall in different ways to throw it, and he's more accurate, if not, you know, he's more accurate than Catterall. He's a better fighter. But maybe this was an off night. But these hometown fighters, they've been looking like shit lately. Jamel Charlo fighting at home looked bad. Who else? It's been a lot of them. Just recently, too. Teofimo Lopez losing to Cambosis at home. People say Jamal Charlo was in a bad fight, but I felt like he won every round, so I'm not going to count him. He was at home. Michael Coffey, he's not a huge name or nothing, but he was an up and coming heavyweight. He lost at home. Alicia Bumgarner just beat somebody ass at home. Like I'm saying, like it's a lot of hometown fighters losing lately. So be on the watch out for that and the late replacements. You know, make some money. Just put like a dub down on these plus 1,000 guys. That should have you wishing that you bet more, especially like on that Cobra fight. But I just wanted to talk about Taylor though. He's still a good fighter though. Ward and Bradley say he should be off of the pound for pound list. But I thought that was only if you lose the fight. You know what I'm saying? But it is what it is though. Taylor, he ain't ready for Bud. Not no top 147s. And maybe Tank can even get him. Cause Tank can give you way more different looks than Catterall, and I'm pretty sure Tank got more pop than Catterall, and he can touch that body. I remember that shit. Catterall ain't really fucked Taylor up to the body in this fight, but I remember what Ramirez made him react bad. But Catterall knocked him down because Taylor was just walking into that left hand. But it is what it is, though. Taylor, he be wanting all the smoke, though, so he a cool fighter. It is what it is. Bad performance, but let's see what's next.